morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Lisa, your art teacher. How have you been? I hope everybody's doing well. I miss you all very much. I hope you miss me as well. But I hope you're doing fine at home or if you're in the classroom. If you're in the classroom, that's good. There's really not much change. But if you're home, you have to adjust to learning visually. And that's not so bad because here I am, coming to your home to teach you about art. Well, last week we did a drawing on what we knew. Whatever it was, whether you were outside and you know your backyard, or you're in your room and you're drawing your room. Well, we met Grant Wood, the artist, who did the same. He started that movement called regionalism. That was a modern art movement. He was responsible for that as well as two other artists, American artists, did the down-home good American paintings of our landscapes and of the people. And this is going back a long time ago. The whole scenery was a little bit different, and you could tell pretty much by the clothing that the people were wearing. But I want to show you a couple of pictures today, because today what we're going to do with those drawings is we're going to color them in. And we're going to use color to emphasize certain parts of the drawing. And that's what Grant Wood did. And the emphasis, which is a principle of design. Let me stop for a moment. We have elements of art, line, shape, color, form, texture, space, and we have principles of design. These are all the building blocks that help us learn how to create famous or wonderful, beautiful works of art. So the principle of design that we're working with today is called color. So the emphasis, look what I'm saying cuckoo things. I'm looking at all the colors around me. The principle of design today is the emphasis, and the emphasis we're using is color. There's other means of emphasizing something in a page or a paper or a drawing. Sometimes it's lines, sometimes it's contrast, sometimes it's shapes, but today we're going to emphasize color. But I want to show you some of Grant Wood's paintings. So here I have one of Grant Wood's paintings, and it's pretty obvious which color he used to emphasize something in this painting. If you look at the complete painting, it's a very cool colors. You see a lot of cool colors, a lot of lines directing us to the back of the canvas, a lot of a lot of angles of the clouds, all focusing in one area, which is right here. And what does he have all the way in that area there? Even though it's all the way in the back of the canvas, it's a red truck. He used the color red to draw our attention to that red truck. He also used the lines, which he used in the road, in the posts that are alongside the road, the clouds in a point bringing us there, they're in a line. So today we're focusing on the color. There's his red truck, which directed us right to that spot, and that's called emphasizing an area of a painting. The emphasis is on the truck, the color of the red truck. Let me show you another one of Grant Wood's paintings, which is also pretty obvious, but you might not see it right away. Here's all these very earthy tones, very nice colors, cool and warm colors mixed, but it's very comforting and soothing when you look at this. But where do your eyes go right away? I don't know about you, but my eyes go right to that red stripe in her hat. And there's other elements of design here that are helping me go there. Let's start how we take a journey into this painting. Grant Wood used the lines of this white building, the contrast between this white and red. The line of this white building brings us right to this stripe, and the angle of the stripe brings us right down to this other point of emphasis, which is the red wattle on the rooster. So we're coming down the picture plane, and now we hit this rooster. And now the shape of the rooster and her fingers, which are lines, directing us right down, back up along the fur of this woman's jacket to her brightly lit face, contrasted against this very dark hat. And then we go back up with the lines of the barn, and we start all over again. But the main thing that was our attention was drawn to, were these stripes, the red stripe and pom-pom on her hat, and then the red of the rooster. So again, he used color to emphasize something in his painting, which we're going to do with your painting. Here's another one just like that. It's not as obvious because there's a lot going on in this painting. All right, so let's start. Where do we start in this painting? Well, you know what? These little red berries on this bush kind of bring us right into the painting. Brings us right to this pinkish red face of this woman, and her arms and the hoe are directing us right down into the garden area where this man is painting, where he's gardening. And then it brings us back up. We're going down, and now we're coming back into the painting with this white tree, which directs us to these red horses. And then Grant Wood uses his lines again. We can either go to the back end of the canvas, or we follow the horizon where the mountains are meeting each other to this group of red cattle. So again, he's using the red, not as strongly as he did in this painting with the hat. That's like really obvious, and not as strong as he did in this painting with the red truck. But it was subtle, but it still worked. So what you're going to do today with your drawing is you're going to do the same. I want you to choose something in your drawing that you want the viewer to really see when they look at your drawing. Emphasize it. Use a color, a contrasting color. Do we remember what our contrasting colors are? Look at your color wheel. What is opposite each other are contrasting colors. Red and green. Oh, let me see. Here's my color wheel. Red and green, blue and yellow, orange and purple. They're contrasting colors. Or you can make a very muted drawing or painting where you use maybe all cool colors, which is blue, purple, and green, and then use something warm to emphasize what you want in your painting. So with that, go use crayons, colored pencils, markers, watercolor, whatever you have, use them. Remember, the emphasis is with color. Use the color to emphasize something in your drawing. Okay? Good luck, and I really want to see these when they're done. All right, guys. You be good. If you have any questions, reach out to your teacher. Maybe she can get the message to me, because I really want to see and help, and it's very frustrating for me to not be there with you and mentor and just draw and paint with you. So until that day comes, please send in a picture of what you're working on. Make me very happy. All right, guys. Until then, be good, be well, stay healthy. This is Miss Lisa saying ciao for now from my table of art.